Hey guys, this is Austin.
No, this is Joe.
Is the Nintendo Switch worth it?
Wait, no, this video is about the Dyson blow dryer.
So Nintendo hooked us up with one of the very first...
Anyways, guys, my name is Joe, and welcome to the first episode of Blue Tech. It's a new segment that I'm planning on slowly introducing into the channel where we cover actual tech and how that piece of tech affects our day-to-day lives. It's kind of like a tech video, but with a men's lifestyle focus. In this first episode, I thought it'd be a great idea to start out with the $400 Dyson blow dryer, but this can eventually morph into things like phones, laptops, other pieces of tech like that. Who knows exactly, but let me know with the poll card up there and in the descriptions down below if you'd be down for like a tech segment added into Bloomon that has a men's lifestyle focus about that piece of tech. I think personally that it would be pretty cool. So Dinty got me the $400 Dyson blow dryer for Christmas. It's a blow dryer that I've wanted ever since it came out, but I've kept resisting that price tag, and I'm guessing that is the price tag that is the biggest factor for those of you guys out there when it comes to this blow dryer. $400 is a lot of money to drop for a blow dryer. So the question today is the $400 Dyson blow dryer worth it? If we forget about the price tag for a minute, then the simple answer is yes. Since Christmas Day, the day that I got this, it's the only blow dryer that I've used, and it's gonna be the only blow dryer that I use as long as I have access to it until something better comes out. As it is, with all of the features that this thing has, it is undoubtedly the best blow dryer in the world. But is it $400 worth of a better blow dryer? That's what we're gonna find out right now. So there are four main features that make the Dyson blow dryer stand out compared to your normal conventional blow dryer. The first is the design. Obviously, this doesn't really affect hairstyling, but regardless, it's a really cool blow dryer just to look at. And Dinty got me the one with the royal purple ring around it. I can dig it. The hole that goes straight through the middle looks kind of intriguing. It looks a little bit confusing, but in like a cool way. Like where's the air coming from? How's the air get out from this bit? The answer, by the way, is down here in the handle, but we'll get into this in a bit. Also, the three nozzles that come with the blow dryer attach magnetically. Apparently, Dyson is the first blow dryer to ever have magnetic attachments. This makes it super easy to put on and take off, but when it's on, there is still a good amount of resistance. It's not going anywhere unless you manually turn it in a different direction. So, convenient-wise, pretty good. And all of the buttons, aside from the on and off switch, is electronic instead of manual. All in all, it clearly breaks the design mold. All in all, it clearly breaks the design. I can't say this. The design. That's not even like two words that should be difficult to say together. The design. All in all, it clearly breaks the design mold that we've seen from pretty much every other hairdryer, and for that reason, I'm a fan. The second standout feature is the weight. It's really light. In fact, Dyson claims that the Dyson blow dryer is 1/3 the weight of most other blow dryers out there. And that's pretty big weight difference. And when I hold this up, which is an older blow dryer of mine compared to this one, you can really feel the difference in your hands. And yeah, I mean, since using it, I haven't experienced like any arm fatigue or anything like that when drying my hair. So definitely a noticeable thing. Third feature is the fact that the motor that powers this thing is built into the handle of the blow dryer instead of the top of the blow dryer. And this makes for a couple of things. First, it means, as I mentioned earlier, that air is being sucked in from the bottom of the handle of the blow dryer up here and then out, instead of from the back like most blow dryers. And the second, more important outcome of the engine being in the handle instead of the top means that the blow dryer is bottom heavy instead of top heavy. This means that the engine is in the top, meaning that the weight is further away from your hand, making it top heavy and feel heavier, meaning that you feel that extra weight when you're trying to maneuver the blow dryer while you're drying your hair. And this just makes it feel a little slower and a little bit more clunky, and can also add to arm fatigue. You can really feel that difference when you're actually blow drying your hair. It feels super light, super quick to move around. The weight is just down here where my hand is anyways, where all of the support is anyways. Now I realized that this could be kind of a small detail, but it's something that I noticed, and so I felt it was worth sharing with you guys. And the fourth main feature that separates this to a conventional blow dryer, and this is the biggest feature in my opinion, the one that I appreciate the most, is the noise that it makes, or lack of noise that it makes. The first time that I heard one of these at full power in person, it made me kind of do like a double take. It's just really quiet. I mean, quiet for a blow dryer anyway. So to demonstrate this, I will show you both of these at full power, one after another. You can hear for yourself. Here is the conventional blow dryer. And here's the Dyson at full power. pretty massive difference. Now, another cool piece of tech that is built in is what Dyson is calling a thermal sensor, which is pretty much a microchip that is monitoring the heat coming out of this at all times and making sure that it never exceeds a certain temperature threshold, minimizing the chances of heat damage to your hair. Because even though a conventional blow dryer tries to maintain a certain heat, it's never fully accurate, and also as time goes on, you get more dust cluttering the engine, forcing the engine to work harder, and then that is creating even more heat that is bad for your hair. With the microchip built into the Dyson, the device is constantly making sure that it's remaining at optimal heat temperatures. So that's pretty cool. Now, I'm also gonna do a blow dry test comparing these two. How long does it take to dry my hair with this versus how long does it take to blow dry my hair with this? We're gonna compare these two for you guys, see which one is faster and by how much. But first, I'll talk about the only two kind of negatives that I've experienced with the Dyson blow dryer. Everything I've said so far is pretty positive. Let's talk about slight negative. The first slight annoyance is because air is sucked in through the base of the handle. When you're actually holding the device, you have to make sure that you're holding it kind of towards the middle rather than at the bottom, which is where my hand feels more natural. It feels natural to hold at the base instead of kind of higher up like this. The problem is if you're holding it too far down, then you're cutting off that airflow that the blow dryer needs to dry your hair. So there's just a little bit of a learning curve to make sure that you start doing this. After I've been doing this for a while, it basically feels natural. The second negative, and this is being super nitpicky, but with my conventional blow dryer, to get from the hot setting to the cold, all I have to do is a quick switch and I'm on cold. With the Dyson, since the heat settings are electronic, I have to click the heat button 3 times to get to the cold setting. And the reason why I'm trying to get to cold air is because whenever I finish blow drying my hair, I always finish on the cold setting to just lock my hairstyle in place and make it last that much longer. The Dyson does have a cold shot button, which I can press and hold if I want cold air to come out, but when I'm blow drying my hair on cold air at the end, I don't want to have to be holding down this button the whole time, so I have to tap this 3 times. It's a tiny thing, but again, it's something that I noticed, and that's the only thing that is a little bit slower about the Dyson compared to a conventional manual button switch. And with all of that out of the way, let's compare these two blow dryers, see how long they each take, which one is faster. For both blow dryers, I'll be starting out with freshly washed hair and using Original by Blumon. So there you have it, guys. That's the first episode of Blue Tech featuring the $400 Dyson Supersonic blow dryer in all of its glory and in all of its small but noticeable feature improvements. Is it worth the price tag? That's up to you.